it's Stoneware Q&A time. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Jon.
And we're from the Pampered Chef Test Kitchen. Why don't you take it away?
Sure. Here's our first question from Karen in Texas. She wants to know, I've had my stoneware for over 15 years and I've used it so much that it's turned black and it's beginning to flake off. Is that safe?
Well, Karen, yes, that is completely safe. And we actually have a stone here that I think would closely match what you're talking about. So what happens over time with stoneware is it develops a natural nonstick seasoning. And yes, if you had your stone for 15 years and you use it as much as I do, it's eventually going to turn black. And what could happen is that that black seasoning layer may flake off like you see here. So if you're having larger pieces that are flaking off, I would recommend deep cleaning the stone. So use a half a cup of baking soda with 3 tablespoons of water, mix that together, apply the paste on the stone, let it sit, 10-15 minutes, and then use our pan scraper or a kitchen brush to really scrub it off. That's going to help loosen any of that seasoning layer that's just about ready to come off. Now, even though this looks a little flacco, go ahead and just start use again because it's going to start seasoning and have a nice color.
So here's a question from Dave in Wisconsin. He writes, I love the large round stone for family pizza night, but what else can I use it for? I'll handle this one, Jackie.
All right.
I love that pan. It is so versatile from breakfast to lunch to dinner, even dessert. My favorite thing to do is to roast vegetables on that or make my own pita, crostini, or even my own tortilla chips. It's really great for appetizers for a crowd like nachos or baked brie. It's even really good for one of our famous ring recipes.
Oh, well, you know what? There's no reason why your family pizza night couldn't be a dessert pizza or even a nice big giant cookie for someone's birthday or something special.
That's great.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I use stoneware every day year round because I have 2 young kids at home and chicken nuggets and french fries are still the preferred food of choice. So I use these every night, and you know what? There is no better material out there that's going to give the best even cooking and browning results. Now, there are a couple little tips you should know about how much food to place on your stoneware. And the reason we want you to know this is we want to make sure you don't put your stone in a situation where it could be broken or what we call thermal shock. So make sure you're always covering your stone with about 2/3 of the surface with food. So this is a good example of nice coverage. This is what you don't want to do. You have a small personal size frozen pizza on a large stone. So the best thing to do is use the right stone for the amount of food you're cooking. If you're cooking for 1 or 2 people, use a smaller stone. If you're cooking for your family or a large crowd, use one of our larger stones.
Another question from Jenny in Chicago. She writes, my bar pan ended up in a sink full of soapy water. Will my food taste soapy from now on?
Oh no, stoneware drama at home, but no worries, it's fine. So our stoneware is virtually non-porous. So what that means is that those soap residues are not going to soak into your stone. So just go ahead and wash with warm or hot water again, thoroughly dry, and just use your stone again. It's not going to be permanently harmed. It's okay to use.
So here's another question from our stoneware fan Sherry in North Carolina. She writes, I need to cut gluten from my diet. Can I use the same stone I've been using for the last several years? This one's easy. Recommend starting from scratch and purchasing a new stone and using a permanent marker to label the underside as a gluten-free stone and keeping it separate from your other stones just in case. Barb from Missouri writes in, if I cut on my stoneware, will it scratch or crack?
Well, actually, one of the great things about stoneware is that you can use any type of utensil on here. So whether it's a metal pizza cutter or a knife or one of our great nylon tools. So there's really no thinking about it. Just go ahead and use whatever you have around.